So the last question is, which analytics really help fund marketers raise AuM? Well, there's going to be a surprise in it for you. So stay with me. So the reason why analytics are so important is because the first thing it does, it makes sense of all the data we collect along the investor journey, which now is pretty much completely digital. The next thing it does, it gives marketers the ability to take all the work they've done on the creative side with narrative, with brand, with demand generation and engagement to a point where the marketing team can actually start to feed the sales team with qualified leads. Now, historically, it's been things like who has visited the website, analytics around who's opened emails, who's engaged with a social post. However, the challenge there for a marketing team is that those analytics are cumbersome to collate, difficult to interpret, and by the time they've been collated and interpreted and put into Excel, they're already out of date. So those of you who have followed this sequence of sessions, I will refer you back to one of the very first slides I spoke about is the end game. And the end game actually isn't analytics. It's actually the ability to generate in real time meaningful leads for the sales team. And then these leads are then assigned into various buckets based on the behaviors of those prospects across all your digital real estate. And the way we've done this for over 20 years and 200 plus users is the ability to break this information out into what we call low-hanging fruit. So who are your prospects that are actively engaged with your fund, but nobody has spoken to them yet? Into cross-selling, which is who are the investors in one particular fund that are looking at funds that you market that they have not invested in, but are looking at, the classic upsell. We've then got the ability to look at which investors are not engaged with you. So who are the investors that potentially are at risk of redeeming? So we've got the ability to collect that data in real time. And the concept of marketing alpha. And marketing alpha, which is probably the most successful part of our lead deck, gives you the ability to see who are your prospects who have been dormant for the last 6 months, but in the last month are showing an increased activity around your digital marketing, around email, website, social, investor portal, fund center, and the like. So this in itself takes all the work you've done through all the stages and all the pain of building out your narrative, building out your brand, creating the outbound marketing, the demand gen, creating the inbound, and then delivering it in a way that is not only useful to a sales team or a relationship manager or the IR team, but ultimately gives you the ability to see the impact that you as a marketing team, as a marketer, is having on the asset raising process. Why that's useful? Well, we all want a pay rise and we all want more budget.